winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring, this for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner, only want the hunters with the blues in it. If blood across it, where the blood thinner, juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I bought like 23, won't fall again and I put that on me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Get ready. March 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 9.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yeah, the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is taken at the 23. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and 12. Here's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 5. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down by Levante David. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
no gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by...
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Jones has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Second and 10. Now Brady again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Brady to throw again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. Brady. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's the end of the first
23 yards on the play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete to Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Riley Dixon.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Brady. And Brake has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
For O.J. Howard, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3 yards to go.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game, Hetty. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Giants.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Jones
picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The 39-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Matt Gay on
They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got an open man, it's Scott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
From midfield, here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way.